the eclipse of a generational artist. In the global landscape of modern pop culture, there are performers who captivate our eyes for a brief moment. And then there is Park Jimin, an extraordinary force of nature who reaches directly into the human soul. To millions of fans across the globe, he is known as the mesmerizing main dancer and lead vocalist of BTS, a fashion icon who commands the front rows of luxury ateliers in Paris, a record-breaking solo artist, and a performer whose every movement on stage looks like pure, living poetry. But behind the blinding stadium lights, behind the deafening chants of 70,000 screaming fans, lies a complex, deeply moving, and inspiring personal journey. A story built not on sudden overnight luck, but on relentless discipline, academic brilliance, immense personal sacrifices, and an unwavering moral heart. Tonight on InfinityBorahae, we are diving deep into 15 remarkable lesser-known truths that define the life, the mind, and the spirit of Park Jimin, the warrior and the scholar. To truly understand the perfectionism that Jimin displays on stage, we must look back at the foundational years of his youth in Busan. Long before he ever stepped into a recording studio, Jimin was a young boy who pursued excellence in every single thing he touched. For nearly 8 years, he immersed himself in the rigorous world of martial arts, mastering Taekwondo, in which he earned a black belt, alongside the disciplined art of Kendo. This intense martial arts background instilled in him a profound sense of body control, mental toughness, and absolute precision, qualities that would later transform his stage presence into something fierce and invincible. Yet, his discipline was not limited to physical training alone. In the classroom, Jimin was an academic powerhouse, known affectionately among his peers as the god of math. Jimin excelled at the highest levels in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. He served as class president for an incredible 9 consecutive years, consistently ranking as the top overall student, the valedictorian of his school. His academic gifts were so exceptional that his path in life seemed almost predetermined. His father deeply wished for him to pursue law school, envisioning a stable, prestigious career as a prosecutor or lawyer. Jimin possessed all the intellect required to walk that comfortable, respected path. Furthermore, his deep sense of integrity was evident from an early age. As a young boy, when he stumbled upon lost money on the street, he didn't hesitate or think twice. He immediately brought it straight to the local police station to return it. The name given to him by his grandfather, Jimin, meaning wisdom spanning beyond the sky and among the people, was a prophetic reflection of his character. He possessed the mind of a scholar and the heart of an honorable man. Yet deep inside his chest, an entirely different fire was burning. The dance and the destiny. That fire was ignited the moment Jimin discovered the art of movement. In middle school, after watching a legendary performance by Rain, Jimin realized his heart belonged to the stage. He immersed himself in urban dance styles, training in popping and locking at the Just Dance Academy in Busan. His natural, jaw-dropping talent was so undeniable that his academy instructor allowed him to attend classes entirely for free. He then auditioned for the prestigious Busan High School of Arts, entering as the top student in the contemporary and modern dance department. Jimin became a master of contrast, possessing a powerful street dance foundation seamlessly blended with the fluid, emotional weight of classical modern dance. When he finally decided to trade a promising legal career for the uncertain world of entertainment, he stepped into Big Hit Entertainment as the final member to join the BTS lineup. His arrival came with enormous pressure. Having joined late, Jimin faced a grueling trainee period of only 6 months before debut, the shortest among all 7 members. While others had years to adapt to the grueling idol system, Jimin had only a fraction of that time to reshape his entire world. He was tasked with deconstructing his classical dance muscle memory to master sharp, hip-hop-focused idol choreography. While others rested, Jimin stayed behind in the dark practice rooms, relentlessly perfecting his moves, often sleeping for just 3 hours a night. And yet, during this intense trainee period, Jimin was not even granted formal vocal lessons. Undeterred, he refused to let limitations define his future. He would quietly sit in the corner during V and Jungkook's vocal training sessions, holding a notebook, quietly writing down every instruction and teaching himself how to sing purely through observation, intense study, and sheer willpower. Naturally blessed with the highest vocal range in BTS, a gift his family noticed back in 5th grade when he effortlessly hit the soaring high notes of Maya's Azalea at karaoke, Jimin molded his voice into a unique, emotional instrument. Against all odds, after just 6 short months of fierce dedication, he debuted as the main dancer and lead vocalist of BTS. The shift in the matrix. The arrival of Park Jimin did not just complete the roster of BTS, fundamentally altered the trajectory of the entire group. As documented in the official history Beyond the Story 10-year record of BTS, Jimin's inclusion served as a turning point for Big Hit's vision. Initially conceived as a rap and hip-hop-centric group, Jimin brought a brand new visual, vocal, and artistic dimension. Alongside J-Hope, he elevated the group's performance capabilities, bringing an ethereal, contemporary elegance that balanced the raw, heavy hip-hop energy of the original lineup. His musical influences were deeply rooted in his admiration for legendary artists, most notably Big Bang's Taeyong, whom Jimin idolized as a youth and with whom he would eventually release a massive global collaboration years later. And as his artistry blossomed, so did his deep appreciation for romantic storytelling. His absolute favorite film, The Notebook, and his Hollywood crush, Rachel McAdams, reflect the emotional, deeply romantic soul that shines through his music. Yet behind this fierce global performer is a soul filled with profound warmth and tenderness. He is an avid animal lover who adores cats, despite suffering from a painful physical allergy to them. And when he speaks about his dreams for the future, his tenderness is undeniable. Jimin once candidly admitted that whenever he thinks about having a daughter one day, he gets teary-eyed just imagining the love he would feel, confessing that he might cry every single day out of pure affection. The everlasting legacy. From a brilliant young student in Busan who could have been a lawyer, to a black belt martial artist who reshaped his destiny through 6 months of relentless sacrifice, Park Jimin's journey is a masterclass in resilience, discipline, and passion. He did not wait for opportunity to be handed to him. He sat in the corners of vocal rooms, took notes in silence, practiced until his body nearly gave out, and turned every obstacle into fuel for his artistic fire. He transformed himself into a generational icon, a performer who bridges the gap between raw power and heartbreaking grace. Park Jimin proved to the world that true genius is not merely inherited. It is forged in the silent hours of dedication when no one else is watching. So to my beloved InfinityBorahae family, which of these 15 incredible facts about Jimin surprised or touched your heart the most? Was it his brilliant mind as the god of math who almost pursued law? His incredible perseverance during those 6 months of self-taught vocal training? Or his deeply tender, romantic heart? Pour out all of your love, pride, and thoughts for Park Jimin in the comment section down below right now. Let's completely flood the comments with purple hearts and show the world the eternal strength of our fandom. If this deep, cinematic story touched your heart today, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with every army on your timeline. Subscribe to InfinityBorahae. And turn on that notification bell so you never miss another deep, magical story from our universe. Thank you so much for watching. Stay proud, Army. And I will see you in the very next breathtaking story.